Hi friends, this is Bilal Heather and this is my fourth video lecture on Mql4 programming. This video I'll be talking about the scope of variables. There are two type of scopes. The first one is called global scope and the second one is called local scope. The variable declared outside the functions right below these copyright things are of type global scope. For example, if I declare a scope, if I declare a variable here and let's call it lot, and let me create another variable. I'll declare an integer type variable and call it take profit, and I'll set it equals to 30. These two variables are defined outside the functions and they are of type global. They can be used inside any of these functions. I mean, if I want to use this variable inside this function, I can use it. I can change the lot size to 1.5, and if I compile this code, it won't give me any errors. It says 0 errors, 0 warnings. Okay, so also I can use it in here and I can change the lot size equals to 2, and I'll compile that and it says no errors. Okay, so the global variables are declared outside the functions at the top of the program, and they can be used anywhere within the functions. Okay, now I'll talk about the variable which are of a local scope. The variables declared inside the functions can be used only within that function, and that's why they are called local variables. For example, I declare a variable here and I call the variable bill. I set it equals to 20. I compile it and it gives me no errors. Okay, now let me change the value of bill in this function. Let me change the bill value equals to 20, and now I compile the code. It says variable not defined. That's because the variable is defined inside this function and it can be used only within this function. It cannot be recognized by other functions and hence it cannot be used in other functions. Also, the variable defined in this function, the deinitialization function, cannot be used here in this function, and so on. So now that you know what are the local and what are the global variables, so now we will use this information in our next couple of videos, and you will find this information very useful. Before I end up this lecture, I'll also need to tell you another thing which is of more which carries some importance, and that are called comments. Whenever some programmer write his code, it is good practice to write comments. The comments are used to describe the code written below, or they used to elaborate the code. For example, if I write the complex code and I send it to my client and he wants to change something in it, he don't know what the code is for, so I must write some comment to tell him that this particular code does this thing. For example, if I write a code below for example it says by these are just for example, you will know what they mean later. I'm just showing you the importance of the comments. For example, I wrote this function right here and I put lots of code in between it, and the code itself is complex and it does not help anybody else to understand what it means. So I'll write comments in them that will elaborate the code. To write comment in MQL programming, we use two forward slashes, and then we write the line whatever this code is doing. For example, if I wrote the code to open a trade, I'll write here this line is used for opening a trade. Whenever this code will be compiled, these lines will be ignored and will have no impact on the functionality of the expert advisor. So there are also other notations of writing comments. For example, if the comment is in a single line, we'll use this thing. We'll write our comment like that. If the comment is multi-line, for example, if I write this and this, so this comment ends here, and this will be treated as code, and when you will compile it, it will say what is this. Okay, so we need to use a different notation to write this comment. We'll write a type of forward slash, then a star right above the 8 number, and then we'll write the command, and when we finish our command, we'll write the star again and the forward slash again. That will end our command. So now that you know how to write comments and what are the local and global scopes of the variables, we are ready to move on. And in the next video, I'll tell you something about operations. I thought this video is important before you learn something about operations, so I made it first. Thank you for watching my video. Keep watching my videos, and bye bye for now.